When starting feels overwhelming, where do you begin? Hey, it's George from You Are So Much More. This is the sort of place where I like to just drop little bits of information, little bits of wisdom, little bits of advice that hopefully can help improve your life. And that's basically the aim. It's literally just a place where I want to help people out. Now, today's topic of conversation is when you want to start something, when you have a goal, when you have an ambition, you have a need, when you have a desire, or when sometimes you just need to get stuff done. And the idea, the task, the mental energy needed, you can't do it. You just feel overwhelmed. You crash, you don't get it done. This can be applied to anything. Maybe you want to draw more. Maybe you want to do research more. Maybe you want to exercise more. Maybe you want to reach out and your to-do list is massive, but every time you think about it, the task just seems too far away. It's either too big a goal, it's too hard to do, or you fail too many times. What do you do in that situation? Now, I'm actually very good at that. I'm the sort of person where from the age of 14, I believe, I have been beating to my own drum, so to speak. I have done a lot of research, I have done a lot of study, I have tried a lot of different things. I have never been afraid to try things. And there's a couple key takeaways that I took, which I'd love to share with you watching right now. So the best thing to do is to break it down to the simplest task possible that is so easy, the mere idea of it is laughable. But believe it or not, that can be your first stepping stone. So let me give you an example. Let's say, and this can obviously be applied to anything, whatever drew you to this video in the first place. Let's say you do want to become an artist and you jump online and you look at pictures that other artists have done and it just scares the life out of you. You look at those pictures and you're like, I am never going to be that good. I am never going to be dedicated enough to reach that stage. And then you try to copy the masterpiece that you saw online and you literally ended up drawing a stick figure, even though a stick figure wasn't the plan. You feel horrible, you drop down, things aren't working, right? I'm telling you, the best way in that case is to set a goal. See, your brain has learned, you've trained your brain to believe and to react a certain way. Currently, the history that you've provided your brain is you get an ambition for the drawing, you try to do it, the drawing sucks, your brain sends negative chemical signals, you feel bad, and then it discourages you from trying again in the first place. What I'm going to say is set yourself a lower, easier goal. Not even a goal that is easy to achieve. Set a goal right now for anything you want. Drawing is just the example. Set a goal with anything that the goal is achievable that you can do right now, even if it's laughably slow. For example, let's say your kitchen is a mess. Your house is a mess. You've been trying to psych yourself into cleaning your darn house, your room, your whatever. What do you do in that situation? Well, let me tell you something, and this is going to sound stupid, but hear me out. The greatest accomplishments are first achieved with the smallest of insignificant steps. Go to the kitchen, grab a plate, a dirty plate from your kitchen. Go right now. Go down there, go to the kitchen, get the hot water running, get the sponge, get some dishwashing soap on there. Scrub clean one plate. Dry that plate and put it away and then walk away from the kitchen. Don't even try to continue. Now I know this may sound stupid because you're like, George, my kitchen is still a mess. Yes. Yes it is. But you know what? You cleaned that dish. That was a dish that you had not done before. That is an achievement, that is a victory regardless of however small, and that is something which before wasn't done and now is. Leave it for the whole day. Tomorrow, do the same. But instead of one dish, do two. Retrain your brain. Give yourself different historical data to look back on and reflect so then you can feel better about your goal. Say you want to save money and you suck with money, and let's be honest, at the moment, going to the supermarket costs an arm and a leg. It is a bad time. Especially in my country, in Australia, it costs it's gone up a lot, right? So a lot of people trying to save money right now. Okay, cool. You need to develop some different habits. Now, this isn't, we'll forgive the supermarkets from being dodgy and charging us way too much and this and that. But I'm saying, let's look at what you have control of. Want to save money? Look at your bills, you look at your bank account, you look at the huge insurmountable task in front of you, and you just collapse. It's too much. You want to pull away from it. Just like the single dish that I said, go wash downstairs, we can choose a simple area, any area that we can achieve right now immediately to save money, and then we can build on that, because then we've developed a new historical evidence for our brain to go to and then feel good. And the more often we feel good, the brain releases the appropriate chemicals, and when the brain releases the appropriate chemicals, it literally gives us better blood flow throughout our body and lets us do more. That's not made up, that's science. Now, let's save money. Where can you make the slightest adjustment immediately? Do you buy a coffee every day? Do you buy a sandwich every day? Do you buy a can of Coke every day? Is there any sort of expense that you always do that you can rein back on just a little bit, just this once, just so you can give yourself the victory, the feeling of saying, yes, I held back at my command, at my whim, and I saved a freaking dollar. Let's aim for $1. Anything. We all have things that we like to nibble on, little extra bits that we buy. You have your necessities and so forth. Awesome. Stick to the necessities, but there's always extra. Maybe the next time you go out and you're with your friends and you're getting brunch, you're getting lunch, you're getting dinner, you're ordering pizza, and say normally when you order the pizza, you get your pizza, you get your garlic bread, and you get your soft drink. Well, how about just to educate yourself, just to make yourself mentally stronger, remove one of those items. Don't order the garlic bread this time, or don't order the bottle of Coke. This may seem pointless, but I promise you it is not. You can start on any journey and achieve almost anything if this first step is easy enough, and then the next step is just a little bit more. But it's important, if you're struggling to get your foot out the door, it's important to set your first task to be something you know you can achieve right now. Don't set yourself a small task that requires a little bit of effort just in case you stuff up that little bit of effort. Pick a target, set yourself a goal that you can do without fail, and that counts as a victory. I'm not saying don't order the pizza. I'm not saying don't eat that night. I'm saying learn to make different choices to give yourself that historical victory. Don't get the garlic bread, or don't get the bottle of Coke. You've saved yourself a couple dollars. I know it's hundreds of dollars you need to save in the end, maybe even thousands, but we need to start somewhere. So the next time you're feeling frustrated, you feel like you want to start something and you don't know where to start, think about what George from You Are So Much More told you. Think about it. What is the smallest possible step I can do right now? Right now, no matter how insignificant it feels, what is the smallest step I can do? You don't do exercise? All right, go on the floor, do 5 sit-ups. 5, that's it. Not even asking you to pull a sweat. Do 5 sit-ups, because you know what? That 5 sit-ups is more than the 0 you did before. And then tomorrow you can do 6 sit-ups, because you already have 1 day of victory behind you. Then you can go 7, 8. You've been watching George from You Are So Much More. I hope this helped you. If it did, do hit like. Do consider sharing this video, as I am a super tiny channel. My reach and influence is borderline non-existent. Also subscribe, that would really help me out. And frankly, I'm not really expecting anything from this channel. I hope I've been able to help you. Alright, God bless. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.